What is the sum of the arithmetic series given by this equation in sigma notation? What is the first term of the series? What is the last term of the series? And how many terms are there in the series? So let's first figure out what is the sum of the series. And we can do this pretty easily just by going to the calculator and typing it in. So the sigma notation is next to the 9 button right here. We click sigma notation, and it was k equals 3. I believe it was up to 17 terms. Not 17 terms, but rather the last k value is 17. And the value is 15k squared minus k cubed. So it's 3,300. So the last term here, so the sum of the series is going to be 3,300. Put that there. Now we don't know how many terms there are yet, so I'm going to just leave it like that. Now it says, what is the first term of the series? So a sub 1 would equal, and you would plug in, a sub 1 is when k equals 3. There you go. A sub 1 is when a k equals 3. So if I plugged in that, a sub 1 would equal 15 times 3 squared minus 3 cubed. So this is 9 times 15, which I believe is 135, minus 27. So I think we're going to get 108 here, but let's just double check in the calculator. So I'd go 15 times 3 squared minus 3 cubed. And honestly, if you want to make it easier to see that there's substitution here, put the parentheses there like that, and it is 108. So we find out here that I get 108. That would be the first term. And this is the sum. And now it says, what is the last term of the series? So a sub n, and again, we don't know how many there are yet. We'll determine that in a second. Come back. Is when k equals 17. So I plug in 17 here. So 15 times 17 squared minus 17 cubed. Let's see what that is. So go to the calculator. It's basically this equation, except I'm changing the 3's to a 17, and I'll put them in parentheses again so you can see it a little easier. 17 there, and 17 here like that. That's actually what we're doing. We're substituting in 17 in for the k. We get negative 578. Now that's the last term. Now let's determine how many terms are there in this series. So if you remember, if you wrote them all out, you can count them out, but it's this number, it's 17 minus 3 plus 1. Now why is it plus 1? And it's because when you count, you have to count the 3. So let's write these out. So these are the k values. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and finally 17. If you count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. K equals 15. Not K, I'm sorry. N. N equals 15. Since 15 total Ks. Since there are 15 total Ks, it's 15 for N. So N equals 15. And now we can go back and correct some of our answers, make them more specific like it should be. So the last term, a sub n, is actually a sub 15, and the sum would be the sum of the first 15 terms like that. So again, how you can get that is you just subtract and then you add 1. So 17 minus 3 is 14, add 1 is 15.